days or sometimes those weeks when you feel like you just need to scream at the top of your lungs? Yeah, me too. Me too. I've had actually such a terrible week. Such a terrible week. And usually when I have a bad day or I have a bad week and I'm just not feeling my best, I tend to fall into my bad habits, which make me feel even worse, which just kind of leads into a negative spiral of bad habits and bad behavior and kind of breaking all of the progress that I make on my good habits and the life that I want to live. But not this time. This time I'm going to challenge myself to get out of my rut and get out of my bad headspace by practicing my good habits and practicing the things that make me feel good, even though it's going to take a little bit more discipline and it's going to be a little bit more challenging than just changing right into my pajamas and going to bed for an entire weekend. I know in the long run it's going to make me feel better, so come along with me to get out of a rut and get out of this bad negative headspace so that I can get back to my healthy habits and feeling like my best, positive, happiest self. Luckily for me, it's a Friday, which means I have the entire weekend to get back into a good headspace and practice all my good habits and really like leave the funk and leave the negative energy in last week. So we are gonna spend the weekend doing my favorite things, doing all the things that help me feel rested and recharged and like back into my good energy. Basically just like doing all the things to do a complete vibe reset and get back to feeling like my best self. First things first, I'm going to move my body. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I have not been moving my body at all this past week. I think that's one of the like main contributors to not feeling like my best self. I usually try and go on like daily walks or do some sort of daily movement, and I have not been doing that this week. It's 6:30, the sun is going down in 15 minutes. I love this time of year. I love this time of year. So I'm gonna change out of my office outfit and we're gonna move my body. I'm just gonna go on a quick little walk. This isn't gonna be anything super long because again, the sun is about to go down. So we don't have a lot of time anyway, but it's still gonna feel super, super nice to move my body, get my blood flowing, and take the first step to get out of this funk and get out of this weird negative headspace. It always feels so cliche to like actually derive the positive benefits of going outside and getting fresh air and moving your body when you're not feeling your best. Like I hate it when I'm in a funk and I'm looking up ways to get out of a funk and literally all the advice that I see is like, go outside, go on a walk, move your body, get some fresh air. I'm like, no, I don't want to do those things. But then when I do those things, I inevitably feel better like every single time. And today is no exception. It felt so nice to get outside, move my body, even if it was just a quick little walk. I think I was only out there for like 45 minutes total from like when I left my apartment to when I got back into my apartment. And I got to see such a pretty sunset. I got to move my body. The fresh air was so, so nice. It's getting to be that perfect time of year where it's like a little bit crisp, like it's starting to kind of feel the chill in the air, but it's not quite cold yet. It's just like perfect fall weather. And we are home now. The next thing that I'm gonna do to make myself feel better is to take a nice everything shower. I am due for a hair wash, and I don't know about anybody else, but when I need to wash my hair, like when my hair feels greasy or dirty, I literally feel like my life is falling apart, even if everything is going completely fine. If I need to wash my hair, like if I look in the mirror and my hair looks greasy, I will actually start spiraling. So I just know that shower is gonna make me feel so much better. It's just gonna be so calming, such a nice way to wind down for the end of the night and wrap up this week. And it always makes me feel so, so cozy, and it really helps me wind down before bed. predicted, I feel so much better after my shower. There is just literally nothing better than ending your night after you've had a rough day with a nice shower. It just feels so healing. It's just so great to like slow down and really focus on self-care. I feel like night showers are also great for me because it's one of the only places that I truly have zero distractions. Everywhere else, I feel like there's always multiple things going on. There's always multiple different things that need your attention. But when you're in the shower, you really have no choice. You can't just grab your phone and start scrolling. You can't like turn on the TV. Like you really are forced to just slow down and be present in the moment, which I feel like is really nice and something that I don't do enough of. Tonight, I'm gonna be winding down by reading. I'm also going to bed early. Well, early for me. It is 10:19 right now, which is earlier than I normally go to bed. And I'm just gonna read for a while until I fall asleep. I feel like this is a really great way to slow down my mind and help me get ready for bed in a way that's not overstimulating. So I try and read before bed. This is a habit that I've been building for the last couple of years. I'm not perfect at it. I try my best to do it as often as I can. I definitely don't do it every night, but I try my best. And I'm actually starting a new book tonight. This is Broken Country by Claire Leslie Hall. This is a new book that I just bought a couple of days ago, actually. I just added this to my October TBR, and it feels like the perfect little fall read, so I'm super excited to start reading this. Honestly, if there was a weekend for Taylor Swift to come out with new music, it's the weekend when I'm trying to get back in a good mood. The Life of a Showgirl dropped yesterday for me, and I have been listening to it on repeat all day yesterday, all day today. I'm seeing online that some people don't like it. I love it. I think it's so fun. I think it's such a good album. I was just texting with my friend Caroline. We were going over our favorite songs. I think right now my favorites are Fate of Ophelia, Opalite, Ruin the Friendship, and Father Figure. Honestly though, there's not a song on there that I dislike. So I've just had that playing in the background. I was listening to it while I started getting ready because the next step in my feel better weekend plan is to do things that I know I love doing. Luckily for me, it's a Saturday and Michigan football plays on Saturday. It is college football day. It's currently about 10:30 in the morning. Michigan plays at noon today, and I always go to a bar downtown with my friends to watch the Michigan games. It's truly something that I look forward to every single week. Like, it is always just the highlight of my week when they play. It's just so fun. I love the vibes at the bar. I just like love spending time with my friends. It's kind of like built-in time to hang out with my friends, since it's sometimes hard to kind of like coordinate everybody's schedules and find time naturally when everybody is available. But when we all just meet up every Saturday at the bar and watch the games together, it's kind of like built-in friend time and like a fun activity at the same time, which kind of rocks. It's a maze out today, so I'm wearing my yellow Michigan sweatshirt. It's also getting a little bit chillier outside, so it's kind of perfect timing. I'm also doing a little blue eyeliner today instead of just regular black, just to make it a little bit more Michigan themed and a little more fun. I definitely fall a little bit more on the introverted side of things, where like if I'm not feeling my best, I tend to kind of like isolate myself and like stay kind of cooped up alone in my own space, which I know is not good for me because I know I always feel better when I like go out into the world and see the people that I care about and like spend time with my friends. Sometimes it just feels a little harder on the days when you're having a harder time. So again, that's why it's really nice that this is sort of like built into my schedule. I didn't really need to like plan anything. It's just every Saturday I go to this bar. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw a little sparkle on my eyelids because a little sparkle, a little glitter never hurt anybody. There's also an event at the Wharf today that I'm really excited about that I'll be attending after the game today. It's Oktoberfest. On the day that I'm filming this, it's October 4th, and they're doing the running of the wiener dogs. It's the running of the dachshunds down on the Wharf, where they're literally having a bunch of wiener dogs just race each other. It's so fun. It's an annual tradition down here, and I'm very excited. So I'm gonna be attending, and then any of my friends at the game that want to come down can also come attend with me. I think at least one of my friends is already planning on coming with me, and it's just gonna be so fun. So that is kind of what I have planned for the day. It's kind of like a feel-good, happy, like hobbies day. Here is the makeup all done and complete. I just did a little bit of eyeshadow. I didn't really do the whole beat because it's a very casual day for me today. But it's 10:34. I gotta run out to make sure that I make it to the bar on time. We usually get there about an hour before the game starts, just so we can make sure we have our table and everything. I'm very particular about the table that we sit at, but I'm already feeling leaps and bounds better than I did yesterday when I got home from work. So I think my little feel better weekend is already off to a great start, and I'm excited for it to go up from here. the beginning of this video, the first thing that I talked about was how moving my body always makes me feel better. And usually when I talk about that stuff, like moving my body, I'm just talking about like what I did at the beginning, like going for a quick walk, literally getting my body moving. In addition to that though, I also have found that actually like going out and exercising beyond just like a casual walk or something also helps me feel better. And for the past couple months, my main form of exercise has been boxing. I joined a boxing gym over the summer and I go about once a week to a boxing class, and I have just found it so fun. It makes me feel strong, it makes me feel powerful. I love the group aspect of it because I've always felt more motivated working out in a group than I have working out by myself. I also love starting my day with a workout class, especially on the weekends, because I feel like it is just such a great way for me to like motivate myself to get out of the house, motivate myself to go move my body, motivate myself to have a productive day because I'm starting my day on such a good note. So I have a boxing class scheduled for 9 a.m. this morning. It is Sunday, and I'm so excited for this class because I always feel so much better afterwards. Next up on my list is a little bit of self-care. This actually worked out like perfect timing. I love having my nails done. It makes me feel so pulled together. It just makes me feel like a little bit more like myself. I've been getting my nails done consistently for like 2 or 3 years at this point, and I am in desperate need of getting these nails fixed. They are so grown out. It is high time that I go get a manicure. So that's what we're gonna go do. It is the beginning of October. It's perfect timing. I'll usually go get my nails done about once a month. I usually go in the beginning of the month, so I have my nails for the entire month. And these were my September nails. I love them so much. They were football themed. They were very cute, but it's time for an upgrade and it's time for a refresh. So we're gonna head out and go get my nails done. Just do a little pampering, a little self-care, just something to make myself feel refreshed and a little bit more like myself, kind of help me get out of this little rut. There's actually nothing better than having a fresh set of nails. It just instantly makes me feel so much better. Like I talked about earlier with my hair, when my hair is dirty, I feel like my life is falling apart, and when my nails are grown out and I know I need to get them redone, I feel like my life is falling apart. However, when I get them done, even if things are actually falling apart, I'm like, oh yeah, but everything can't be that bad because like, look how good my nails look. So look how good my nails look. We've got just a cutie little French. It's so classic. It's so simple. It goes with literally everything. I just love them. I think they look so good. I'm actually going to be a guest at a wedding later this month, so these are also perfect for that. The timing is also going to work out so well. They're still going to look nice for the wedding, which is perfect because my old ones would not have lasted until then. But these look so cutie. I'm just so glad to have my nails updated and refreshed. I feel so much better. I feel like this weekend has helped me so much just to like fix my attitude, fix my mood, like get me kind of back into feeling like myself and feeling just like happy in general. Like it's really helped me kind of like flush that bad week out of my system, which is exactly what I wanted. I feel so much better. We have made it to Sunday. It's Sunday afternoon and I don't have too much time left in the weekend, but I want to make sure that I make time for my hobbies. I have so many fun hobbies. You guys know I'm a really crafty person. I love to do arts and crafts and crochet and knitting and all these different like fun creative things, and I feel like sometimes when I'm kind of in a rut or when I'm feeling sort of like down and blah, I tend to favor like scrolling on my phone or watching YouTube videos or watching movies or watching TV instead of doing my hobbies. So I want to just like put a little bit of time into my different creative hobbies. I have a couple spreads in my bullet journal that I want to make. I am working on a crochet project projects that I want to make some progress on, just spend some time reconnecting with my hobbies and doing the things that I know bring me joy. I feel like that has been the point of this whole video, and I would be remiss to leave those things out because I know they just make me so happy, and I always feel so much better after even just spending a little bit of time on them. Like even if it's just 30 minutes or an hour, like spending time practicing my hobbies and like doing the things that I know for a fact make me happy and make me feel better. Just such an instant payoff. I've also found when I'm feeling really overwhelmed that it helps me to actually like produce something physical and like make something with my hands. I think that's because most of the time when I'm feeling overwhelmed, it's coming from like a digital place where I'm scrolling too much online, or I'm reading too many emails, or there's just so much input coming from like the digital world, like on my phone or on my computer. So the way that I found to kind of counteract that is to physically create something with my own two hands. Like it kind of is like grounding almost. I feel like that's why I like journaling. I have an actual physical journal that I'll sit down with pen and paper and write out journal entries. I love my bullet journal for more of a creative version. Crocheting, knitting, anything that I can like actually physically produce something where it's tangible and I can hold it in my hands and I can look at it and say like, I made this with my own hands. I don't know, like I said, it's just grounding. It always makes me feel better, and it kind of is a way to like disconnect from the screens, and I love that aspect of it too. You guys, I have crocheted so many things over the years, but this is my first time making a piece of clothing. I'm making a hexagon cardigan, and I just finished the first half of it. I am so happy. I think it's gonna be done just in time for like the end of fall, potentially like November. So I went with this brown and white pattern. I think it's so cute, but we've got one side of it down. I just finished out the row and then stitched it all together. So this is like one half with the sleeve and the side, and it looks so cute. I just need to make another one of these, which will obviously be the other side of it, and then I'll have a full cardigan. I'll also need to extend the sleeve a little bit just so it's like actually all the way down to my wrist, but I'm so proud of it and I'm so happy with the way it's turning out. I think it's gonna be so cool to like wear a piece of clothing that I made. All in all though, after this weekend, I am just feeling so refreshed and so much better. Like I'm in such a better headspace than I was on Friday when I started this video. So I'm very glad to know that everything I did this weekend to kind of get myself out of a rut and get myself out of a slump worked. If you guys are also kind of feeling like the fall blues that kind of come along with the beginning of the fall season, know that you are not alone. I hope you guys can try out some of the things that I tried in this video and they can help you feel better as well. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like on it for me down below, and let me know in the comments down below what you like to do to help yourself get out of a funk. But that's gonna be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.
So better stands this
bye guys.
night away.